Creators are freaking out about the new algorithm update, and I'll be honest, the whole thing about tags and SEO not really being important, it's true. I mean, it's kind of true. Basically, YouTubers are finally caught on to Google's Cloud Vision API service that takes a deep dive into every single frame of your video, including your thumbnail, to really determine the relevancy of your metadata to match it to what is in your video, to see if when they present your video to a viewer, is that viewer gonna actually watch your video all the way through. So today I'm taking you behind the scenes and talking about the truth of how the YouTube SEO algorithm actually works, the real importance of tags and keywords, and make sure you stay to the very end while I kind of take you through what the Google Vision API is and how it's going to affect your ranking authority in 2021.
Thanks for helping us build this community. I really appreciate it. Today's shout out winner goes to this channel right here. And if you would like a shout out on our next video, make sure to comment down below or take a screenshot of you watching this one and tag us over on Instagram.
Okay, so YouTube actually runs off of multiple algorithms, including the browse algorithm, along with the suggested algorithm, along with the SEO algorithm, which is when your videos appear in search. Now, we're just going to focus on the YouTube SEO algorithm today because each algorithm works a little bit different, and I find the YouTube SEO algorithm is a lot easier to work with. Also, a lot of creators are going to naturally see an increase in traffic from browse and suggested once they start to hold a ranking authority in search. So it's important to know that the YouTube algorithm is actually a two-way street. And the first part is to get a relevant video to the viewer. So for example, if a viewer happens to type in, "What should I make for dinner tonight?" the YouTube algorithm is going to look into their index system, because that is how your videos are filed, is into one huge index system. They're going to pull out the videos with the metadata that matches things such as what to cook for dinner, what's for dinner tonight, and then they're going to deliver it to the person, and then it sorts it by relevancy. So the person or the creator who has their metadata, which is just information you plug into your title, tags, description, and even your transcript, the person that matches the viewer's search request the closest is most likely going to rank higher because YouTube deems that as relevant. Now, knowing that the system works off of an index filing system and basically stores your video based on the metadata or information that you put into your titles, tags, description, and your transcript, YouTube has definitely had to make some changes along the way because a lot of people were manipulating the metadata or information that they put into their videos, titles, tags, description, and transcript. Of course, this was working for a while, but YouTube quickly caught on to what was going on and they had to update their algorithm. Now, this brings me to the second way that the street works on the SEO algorithm, and that is videos performance. So the first video performance is your CTR. So YouTube is going to show your video to a number of different people on the platform in different areas. That is labeled an impression. Then YouTube takes the number of people who actually saw versus the number of people who actually clicked on your video to watch it and turns that into a percentage called your CTR, or click-through ratio. Now, the higher the click-through ratio, the more views you're naturally gonna get, which I went over in this video right here. When you go over this, you need to make sure that people are actually watching your video all the way through or for as long as possible. You don't want anything lower than 40%. This is one of the reasons why if you look in search, you may see a video with like 120 views outranking a video with 1,020 views. And that's because the video with the lower number of views, people are clicking on their video more, and people are probably staying on their video longer. YouTube itself says that tags hold about a 2% importance rate, and that is because tags was the #1 way people were manipulating the algorithm and trying to get the algorithm to rank them higher. Because back in the day, the tag box was the most important, and people knew this, and they were doing things that had nothing to do with their video. They were tagging other creators that they know were searched a lot in their niche. They were tagging things such as viral videos. And it's kind of like going to a restaurant and you ask for bacon and egg and they give you bacon and sausage and you're like, that's not what I ordered, but you're gonna give them another chance. So you go back to the restaurant the next day and you order bacon and eggs and they're like, here's some hash browns, and you're like, that's not what I ordered. And so you give it maybe a third chance and you're like, I just want some bacon and eggs, and they're like, here's some coffee. If they're not getting your order right, you're eventually gonna stop going there, and that's exactly what's gonna happen when people search for something on the YouTube algorithm and YouTube is delivering videos that have nothing to do with what the person is searching for. People are eventually gonna just go to like Twitter or Facebook. Okay, that finally brings me to keywords, and this is something thing where I literally cringe every time I see someone say keywords don't matter, or I tried keywords, they're not working for me. And here's the thing, keyword research is not for you to take a video that is already made, slap keywords on there, and call it a day and think the YouTube algorithm is going to start ranking you. Keyword research should be done before you make a video. It is to help you figure out what topics is my target audience searching for right now. Keywords are so important because YouTube is still a search engine that needs to index your video, or basically store your video in their filing system, and they use your keywords to store the videos in the filing system. Now, of course, they add their own metadata to this information based off of the Google Cloud Vision AI, which I will go into right now. The Google Vision AI system basically takes your video frame by frame and figures out what is going on in the video. So right now, when I post this on YouTube, the AI system is basically figuring out me, and it's gonna say that I am a woman. It's gonna detect that there's a computer behind me, the things on my wall. So it's most likely gonna say this is an office setting. So that is what they're visually detecting. And this is important because they want to see what's going on. So if I labeled my video tips to go to the beach and they don't see a beach anywhere in my footage, they're gonna be like, she's probably not really at the beach and this isn't relevant, and she's basically just keyword stuffing, and we know to match that with our metadata that we picked up. And we already know that it does pick up on what we say in our videos, and this is one of the reasons why a lot of creators will open up their videos with their keyword terms, and one of the reasons why I've used words such as keywords and Google API system and the YouTube SEO algorithm, because those are things that I am trying to target. So this is how YouTube knows that, okay, she's targeting these keywords, and I hear her say it multiple times in her video, so she's most likely super relevant to what she's targeting, so we're gonna go ahead and rank her higher in the YouTube SEO algorithm. And it doesn't just do your video, it also picks up on your thumbnail. So I did it on a thumbnail that I was creating for a future video, and it labeled my thumbnail as racy. And so I was like, okay, I need to change this because YouTube doesn't like to push out videos that kind of promote violence or anything that is deemed inappropriate or anything like that. So if your thumbnail is coming across to the algorithm as any of those things, as violence, even if it's not, then your video is not going to get pushed out as much. So it's really important, if you guys aren't, you are uploading your thumbnail. If you want to take advantage of the video ones, you're doing that as well. I'll actually have the links for you down in the description box below. You know, yes, keywords are important. I'm never going to tell you keywords are not important. Keywords are so important, you guys, but really keywords are researched to see what you should be making your videos on. If I just talk to the algorithm, I'm missing out on my viewers actually clicking, because the algorithm's not human. The algorithm's not actually watching our videos to give us a views. The viewers are. So you want to talk to the humans who are going to be clicking on your video and increasing your CTR. And of course, you want to make sure that you are scripting your videos, that you are filming your videos, and you're editing your videos for retention. You do not want people to click on your videos and maybe you have a high CTR, and then maybe you have a 10, 20, even 30% audience retention rate. YouTube wants people on the platform and they want them there for a long period of time. This way that YouTube can serve them more ads, because that is how YouTube makes them money. But let me know in the comments below, would you rather show up on a viewer's homepage, or would you rather show up on their watch next page after they're done watching one of your videos? And for more simple strategies to grow on YouTube, you can go ahead and check out this video here. I'll have it down in the pinned comments below. Now get out there, make some content, and let's grow together.